BadgerLink is Wisconsin's online library, providing Wisconsin residents with a collection of over 60 licensed, trustworthy databases and online resources from 6 content providers. With over 60 resources to share, you may be asking yourself, should I share all BadgerLink resources with my elementary level students? No. Some resources in the BadgerLink collection are not intended or the best option for our elementary students. BadgerLink is a collection meant for all Wisconsin residents over their lifetime, so some resources will apply better than others, depending on the user's age and research needs. Today, I'm going to be providing an overview of BadgerLink's best bets or the most popular resources for elementary level students, while being sure to point out the newest additions to the collection. I'll be using the Elementary Resource Guide to highlight these resources, since resource guides were created to do just that, narrow down the resources based on audience or subject area. All of the resource guides are available on the BadgerLink website at badgerlink.dpi.wi.gov, on the For Library staff page, which is found at the top of the homepage in the dark blue bar, under the Resource Guides section. There are 3 grade level resource guides, one for elementary, one for middle, and one for high school. This section also has quite a few other resource guides that have been created for the same purpose, but different audiences of BadgerLink users. Each of these guides was developed to be shared however works best for you. So if that means printing this as a handout, or posting this guide on your website, or using it as a selection tool when putting direct links to resources on your own website. Each grade level resource guide lists a handful of the most applicable, most popular BadgerLink resources depending on that grade level. And as I said, we're going to go over the elementary school resource guide today. The Elementary Resource Guide lists resources Britannica School Early Elementary, Britannica School Elementary, Britannica Escolar, Explora for elementary schools, and NoveList K-8. These resources are the most used by students in grades kindergarten through 5th grade. Each resource has a different interface, so provides students with different research content and information. These resources found on the Elementary Resource Guide are made by 2 different content providers or vendors as well, so that also factors in when considering their different look and feel to searching and the information you will find in each one. The first 3 resources on the guide are from provider Britannica Education, or Encyclopedia Britannica as they are commonly referred to. Britannica School is the main resource offering from Britannica Education and contains articles, biographies, images, and videos, as well as maps from Encyclopedia Britannica content. This resource is broken out into 4 grade levels: early elementary, elementary, middle, and high. The first 2 levels, as you can see, are highlighted on the Elementary Resource Guide: early elementary and elementary. So a quick note before I start diving into each resource: the URLs found on the Elementary Resource Guide are linked to the BadgerLink webpage with more information. So if I were to open that URL, it provides me a little bit more information and that direct resource link to the resources homepage from the BadgerLink website. This is because these URLs are easier to type out in case students are accessing these guides in print. However, the logos for each resource here on the left side of the page take the student directly to the resource homepage. So when students are using the guide online like we are today, they can simply click on the logo of the resource to get to that resource homepage. I'm just going to back up once and do a right click and open that in a new tab for the sake of not having to back up many times later today. So the first resource listed on the elementary resource guide is Britannica School Early Elementary. And this level of Britannica School is the newest to BadgerLink. This is a learning resource collection tailored to the unique needs of pre-kindergarten through second grade students and their educators through Britannica Education. And upon entering this level, our youngest readers will find encyclopedia articles with images and videos, as well as the link to Britannica Fundamentals with the same games and ebooks, maps of biomes of the world, and a drawing tool that they enjoyed before we had access to Britannica School Early Elementary. So from the homepage, I'm going to navigate to an article on animals, just selecting the very first animal article that pops up for me, which is amphibian. So from the article level, kids can change the language from English to Spanish with a simple toggle at the top. They can navigate the image gallery with the large arrows here in the center top. And they can click each section to be read aloud while they follow along.
Amphibians are a kind of animal.
There are also ways to print, cite, increase the font and decrease the font, and utilize Google Translate to convert the article into over 100 languages. As an educator, you can also add this article to your Google Classroom, Google Drive, or Microsoft Teams with a simple click right here from the article on the left side. So again, this is Britannica School Early Elementary, and this is new to the BadgerLink collection. Next on the elementary resource guide is Britannica School Elementary. The elementary level is not a new resource level to Britannica School, but it does have some updates, so it may have a slightly different look to you. As with early elementary, this level of the resource contains even more encyclopedia articles with images and again, videos for elementary school students and their educators. Users can view a vibrant homepage, as you can see within the news features. They usually have a theme of some sort, articles, as well as pictures and videos and biographies. The newest features can be seen at the article level. So again, I'm going to select my first animal article here. And as you can see, a new navigator section to the left of the article content is where students can change their reading level up here at the top. Navigate the article with the slider feature, going through each section. Lower down, they're going to find options to cite, save, send, and print. And something to note with send, that is where you'll be able to find the Google Classroom, Google Drive, and Microsoft Teams sharing. Students can also change the font size. They can convert the font to Open Dyslexic font. And they can, again, translate with Google Translate in over 100 languages. Under Related here at the lower kind of slider, there are related articles to the alligator animal article I'm looking at, but there's also this Teacher tab at the top. And this is where you as an educator can view the Lexile reading measure of this article content. So now I'm going to head back to the homepage of Britannica School Elementary. is it also has a browsable interface of pictures and videos for students. Again, just as with articles like on topics like animals and sports and hobbies. So I'm just going to select the first image to come up. And under these more tools over here, you have the same sending and sharing and citing and printing tools available to you in an article. And all images and videos within Britannica School can be used in the classroom or in presentations and research and student assignments. So again, this is Britannica School Elementary. Britannica Escolar is a Britannica resource of encyclopedia content completely in Spanish, also broken out into middle and elementary school levels. Encyclopedia content in Primaria is available for elementary school students. All the encyclopedia content is in Spanish, so this is for students who speak and read Spanish fluently so that they can access the same Britannica content in the Spanish language, same articles, images, maps, timelines, as well as a complete dictionary and atlas. So this is Britannica Escolar. Back on the elementary resource guide, the next two resources on the guide are not Britannica resources. They are provided by content provider EBSCO. These resources are Explora for Elementary and NoveList K-8. So let's start with Explora for Elementary. Explora is a search interface of EBSCO resources, searching across more than one EBSCO resource based on the level of Explora chosen. Explora for Elementary searches American Heritage Children's Dictionary, Funk and Wagnall's New World Encyclopedia, and primary search. Students are able to browse by topics from the homepage of this resource, as well as popular timely subjects up here at the top. There's also featured content lower down on the page and spotlights and featured collections. So I'm just going to quickly select the recent timely topic subject area just to give you a sense of the search results that you'll be able to find. So there's usually a topic overview within Explora for elementary schools. That information is from an encyclopedia. And then further down, we have articles from magazines and journals, depending on the topic. So in selecting one of these articles, selecting the full text to view, you will see that similar to Britannica resources, there's a full suite of tools available in the upper right where you can save and share and print this article as well as cite, just as you were able to in Britannica School. Going back to the search results list, I just also want to point out that under View Details of an article, you will be able to find the Lexile reading level under most of the articles found in Explora for elementary schools. So again, this resource is Explora for Elementary. Back on the elementary resource guide, the last resource we're going to talk about today is NoveList K-8. NoveList K-8 is a children's fiction reading recommendation resource with read-alikes and book reviews of titles. Students can search for books by keyword or terms of appeal like style and mood. Be sure to mind the age ranges in each of the features of NoveList K-8 as they are listed, but not always defaulting to the youngest ages. This resource does not include the titles and themes for adult readers, but highlights just as many titles for ages 0 to 8, ages 9 to 12, and teen readers as NoveList does. So again, this resource is NoveList K-8. So these resources make up the elementary resource guide and provide, we hope, a great collection of resources from BadgerLink for your kindergarten through 5th grade students. In briefly highlighting these resources today, I hope an idea for sharing and using the resources in the classroom has been sparked, or maybe you saw the new resource or feature that would be a great addition to the library resources you usually highlight for your elementary school students. So again, you can find all of the resources that I highlighted today on the Elementary Resource Guide on the BadgerLink website, on the For Library Staff page, under Resource Guides. The direct links to the resources found on the Elementary Resource Guide or any resource guide can be shared with your students via your own web pages on your library or district website. To find our direct links to resources sheet with all BadgerLink resources listed, select the Getting Started section of the For Library Staff page conveniently directly above the resource guides on the page. And then here you will find a direct resource links sheet, again, to select all the BadgerLink resources you wish to share with your students and educators. You can also integrate these resources into your learning management systems, library management systems, and single sign-ons like ClassLink or Clever. If you would like to add BadgerLink resources to these platforms, please reach out to us via the Contact Us form on the For Library Staff page or email badgerlink@dpi.wi.gov. The information needed to integrate these resources into third-party platforms like ClassLink and Clever is not the same as the direct resources sheet, so please be sure to reach out to us for that info specifically. And please be sure to share these resources with your elementary students and their educators, because we know that resources that are shared are used. And thank you for promoting and supporting BadgerLink's elementary resources in your libraries and schools.